Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kamaya and I'm a press-on nail artist. I do sell my work on theenailfactory.com with 2 E's. So any set you see here or on my Instagram or my TikTok can be ordered in your own custom sizing. And I do plan on being more active here on YouTube, so please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. Today, I'm going to be showing the process of me creating a custom order request for a longtime customer. Her name is Diaka. She sent in a set she wanted for Valentine's Day, and we decided on medium almond. I really like this style of nail art, but it's not a style that I really get to do often for clients, so I was really happy when she sent me this design for like a custom order request. And I guess we'll just get into the design. So I start out with my current favorite white gel from Amazon, but I don't remember the brand name. I'll put it on the screen. I go in with 2 coats of that, and I want to recommend these finger cots that I'm wearing because there's been a lot of posts recently about infections and such. While most of them happen in salons, which is something press-on users, you get to avoid. The artist wearing the nail should still really be protecting our hands. So I know I'm always forgetting to wear gloves, and I don't really like wearing gloves, but I do prefer these finger cots because they don't get in the way. The nail tips I'm using are actually Kiara Sky, and these are the only tips that I use from her, and it's become one of my best-selling shapes since last summer. And if you're a press-on nail artist, Kiara Sky does run different than from Oops I Pray. So if you do want to try those out, just take that into consideration. What I do is for sizing kits, I just make my customers, I have a list of all of the shapes that I offer that run the same size, and I just recommend that they get 2 different sizing kits. Now what I'm doing is going in with the less bright white from Valentine Beauty Pure, because I realized that the white in the picture that she sent was a little more toned down. So this is always what I go over my base white with to kind of cool it down. Now it's time for the airbrush machine. I can do a full video on the airbrush machine, but something I didn't fully understand when I first started using it was that you need to be using pure acetone, not just regular polish remover. You need something to make the gel polish less sticky or less jelly, I guess you could say. It needs to be really thin is what I mean to say. So acetone is what you need to use. Sometimes I'll use a darker gel than the actual color that I'm looking for, because the acetone will lighten it a bit. But the machine that I use is from iGel Beauty. Honestly, I don't even know if I would recommend it because it's the only airbrush machine I've ever used. So I have a lot of problems with it, but I don't know if it's this machine or if it's just like every airbrush machine kind of acts like that. I understand that you have to keep it clean, and you have to clean it after every use because polish can get stuck in there and block the sprayer. But I just don't know. Like I said, I haven't used any other machine, so it might just be a airbrush like a universal issue. Okay, so this is the airbrush machine that I use. Apparently they only have like a refurbished version. I don't know if they stopped selling it or what happened, but I remember I bought mine when they were having like a 70% off sale. So if they're having one of those, which I think they do have sales kind of often, so if you ever see that on iGel Beauty, that's when I would recommend you try one of the airbrush machines, because I really don't know if it's worth a full $100. I think it's like $130. But yes, get it on sale if you get it. But if not, I think the next one I'm gonna try is the Opera.
airbrush machine because that's just the one that I see everybody else use. So I think I'm gonna try that one. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Now, once you get the airbrush to your desired design, you can go ahead and put your top coat on. I know it kind of looks like it'll get rubbed off when you put the top coat on, but it won't. Well, of course you need to dry it first, but after you dry it, it'll, stay in place. I use not Beetles, it's in the Beetles bottle, but I use the Koopa top coat, and I really, really like that top coat. I have the refill, and I've had it for like maybe 4-5 months now. It has lasted me a long time, so it is worth the money. I think it's like $60 if I'm not mistaken. But yes, go ahead and top coat all of your airbrush nails, and then once you do that, you'll see in the next clip I'm gonna buff all the nails because I have some chrome to apply, and whenever I'm using chrome I have to buff the nails. Sometimes I can pull off doing chrome with just like a top coat, curing that for 60 seconds, applying more top coat for the design, curing that for 30 seconds, and then applying chrome. But most of the time when I do that, it just ends up getting in places that I don't want it. So I've just found that for me, it's just best to buff the surface of the nail that I'm going to be applying chrome to, so that the chrome just has a spot, a freshly cured base to stick to. Now I'm starting to draw my designs, and I'm just using my same top coat. A trick for this, since it is clear, is to add some black polish to your top coat so that you can, see the design better. But since I did buff the surface beforehand, I could still see it pretty clearly because the surface of the nail was kind of matted out, and the polish is really glossy and shiny, so I could see where I was going with my brush. And then I got some chrome. This chrome is from Amazon. I had the perfect pink, or it had the perfect pink in it for this set, and I just went over that. I always use my finger for chrome because the brush just doesn't give it the same effect. It never has for me. I've always used my finger. And then I just brush it out with the fan brush to get any excess chrome off of the nail. Now, if you remember, the original design had chain on one of the nails, so I'm using this chain that I got from Amazon like 2 years ago, and I just have it left over. But I'm using the McCart diamond glue. It works really good for me. I really think the trick for any type of rhinestone adhesive is just to make sure that you're covering whatever it is that you're, putting on the nail. Just make sure you're really sealing it in, so make sure you get glue on the sides, on the bottom, and once you top coat it, make sure you're doing the same with your top coat as well, and really making sure that there's no way that anything can get underneath whatever it is you're attaching to the nail, because that's really how the diamond or the chain ends up coming off. This was my first time doing this 3D heart thing. Honestly, it was kind of hard, but I redid this heart like a lot of times and I cut it out. But basically what I did was drew, you're going to draw whatever shape it is that you want to be 3D with a white polish underneath. I don't really know if it has to be white, but the tutorial that I watched before, she used a white polish, so I used a white polish. And I just outlined my heart, and then I went over it with my 3D gel. I don't even have like the toy gel, I think is what they call it, that they use for like I see a lot of Korean nail artists use it for their 3D nails. I don't have that, and I want to get some soon, but I just use my regular rhinestone gel, and then I go over it however many times I need to with a top coat, just until it starts to stand out and look three-dimensional. Now this nail felt a little more familiar to me. I feel like I've done kind of similar things to this. It's basically just drawing a heart with like a thicker polish, which is the Macart rhinestone gel, and then just sculpt it to how you want. After you cure it, you go ahead and go over the outline kind of with like a wiggly outline of top coat, and you're gonna apply chrome to that area. Now once I finished all of the designs, I just took a paper towel, put some acetone on it, and ran that over all of the nails to get off any excess chrome that was still lingering around. And I top coated the nails and probably repeated that again, and then that was the final product. These came out super cute, and I have a picture in the corner of the nails on Diaka. Speaking of client nail fees, if any of my customers are watching this and you've worn my nails before, please send me nail fees of you wearing TNF press-ons so that I can repost them and put them on the site. And that's gonna be it for the talking portion of this video. I've left all of the nail art at the end of the video because it was kind of long, and I know sometimes I can get bored at that part in other people's videos, so I just decided to leave it at the end so you can decide whether or not you want to watch it. And that's it for this video. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Like I said in the beginning, I plan to be more active on here, so please subscribe if you want to see more. And thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.